my tripods. Sorry about the weird angle this morning. A little late this morning getting in. Had some issues going on here with the Okay, this is baloney. You ever have one of those days with video that you just can't get anything right no matter how hard you try? This is one of those days where, for some reason, I'm going to try to get a straighter up angle here. Because that's probably the best I can do. Let's make sure I got volume on my YouTube channel. Pretty sure I do. Let's see here. Hang on. Things I got to do here. Really, this is really annoying me. Okay. So we are finally on. All right. So sorry about the angle in this straight up. I was trying to get the horizontal angle and it would not let me, no matter what I tried on my mobile camera. What's going on with my computer is a plug broke from my computer the other day and I didn't know what the plug was for, and I haven't had a chance to get another plug, but it belongs to the back of the my camera that I use for the external camera, and I realized that was the plug, and so I have to get a new plug. So I'll probably get that on Friday when I get my check. But I want to let you know how it's going and everything, and I'm gonna just I'm gonna just go back into my YouTube channel and just delete the other two lives. Let's see, videos, manage videos. I go live. We go live on that one. Take off that one. Take off that one. Okay, and I'm just gonna bear with me, guys. Yeah, delete forever. I understand. Delete. Okay, and that one's live, so I can delete that one there too. I understand. Delete forever. Let me go back over to live, and okay, let me go back over there. I'm back there. I can see myself. Okay, let me get this straightened out. And I guess that's how I'm gonna have to do it right now. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to you live. This is Ron. Well, welcome to the channel. Today is the 6th of June. Hey, good morning, Lisa. I'm sorry about this straight up angle there. I was trying to do horizontal, would not let me on my mobile phone. It would not let me on my computer because what's going on with my computer, I have a broken plug and I got to get the new plug fixed. But today is the 6th of June. It's a beautiful day if you like rain. We got some heavy rain coming in about 9 o'clock, about 2.5 inches of rain is for today. All day pouring rain, and then around 6 o'clock tonight we're going to get some hail and some heavy winds and a lot of more rain coming in with some severe thunderstorms. We had 2 concerts scheduled in our city today. They got both canceled out today, and that noise you're hearing outside, if you can hear the noise, is we got Rubbish Day today. Good morning, Tamika. So I wanted to let you guys know how it's going and give you an update on the job front and everything. Well, I've been getting out walking every day this month, and I've been feeling really good. Last month we did 65.5 miles already. We got 10.5 miles in for the month, 5 days plus today. If there's a little bit of a break in between the rain, I might go for a walk later today. I got my hoodie on behind me there. I'm going to get ready to go to the Historical Commission this morning for about an hour or so. So, so I turned down 3 jobs, and, I think 2 jobs anyways, but anyways, one job was with the they wanted me to do a 12-hour shift, only get paid for like 5 hours of the shift, go in the morning like from 4 in the morning to around 7, and then go back in the afternoon about 1 and finish up to 8 o'clock at nighttime and only get paid for like 5-6 hours. 6 days a week. I goes, no, that ain't happening in my age. Oh yeah, no, there was 3 jobs that I turned down. And then the other one, the temp service called me up and she wanted to send me down to about 30 miles away from the city. It would have been rotating shifts, 12 hours, 3 days on, 3 days on. So you're working like 3 days in the morning, 12 hours each day, and then you're switching off at nighttime for 4 days, 12 hours. And you rotate every other week. I go, now, at my age, I'm 67 years old, I'm going to be 60 in August, and that ain't going to happen. So then the third job, I wanted to go down to the pizza place, was hiring me, so I went in there, cool, they were okay. Said, yeah, you can work 10 to 4, 10 to 3, 3 days a week, 4 days a week. Are you available Sunday? Yeah, no, sometime, maybe. They were only willing to pay me $3.50 an hour. I goes, plus tips. I goes, and during the daytime, you're not going to get as many tips as you would at nighttime on the weekend. So I goes, no, that's unacceptable. So, anyways, I turned that down. So then yesterday, I got a call from the paint supplier. There's a company in adjacent city that's looking for somebody to mix and match paints, and then put orders together and go deliver them. When if they don't come down and pick it up. So she called me up yesterday, and then she said, "Ron, we're gonna." And what we were waiting for that was the Corey check, and she said, we're gonna give you that position if you want the hours. It's gonna be, this is so what one of my hours is gonna be." So she, I still have, I think I still have it over here. Maybe, yeah. So she gave me this paperwork. She said, "Ron, you're gonna start date is gonna be next Wednesday, okay? And they're going to have every other Monday off. And I got the option if I want to work that Monday, if my wife doesn't have an appointment for that particular day. So they're willing to work with me for that, right? And my hours are going to be Monday through Friday, Tuesday through Friday, from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, and the starting wage is $16 an hour. Then she said, if you got an appointment for yourself or with your wife and you need to take a little bit to go get it done, just go ahead. And they're okay with it. And I mean, how fair is that, right? And I was really apprehensive because I didn't want to go to the biggest city to drop off the paint supplies, like yeah, like if you live in the central area of your state and you go into your state capital. She said, well, the owner of the company will do that himself there, and if you want to go with them, maybe now and then just to learn the route, that's fine. So, and then she said, yeah, and they said. They give me 5 shirts, and I got to get a couple pairs of black pants because you got to wear black pants with their shirts. And it's a paint company, and they've been in business for quite a long time, and I'm really excited about it because it'll get us the money that we need to get over the hump that we need to survive. Because what's going on is most of you guys, the gals know, we're running out of cash before the end of the month, and then I got to wait a week and a half before I get my next check, and I'm worried about my rent check, not clearing out. Because that's my number one priority, my rent. I never been late on the rent ever, and I don't want to, because I didn't have enough funds to cover my rent, and I don't want to get into that situation. And so, that'll get us over the hump, and oh yeah, and they get paid twice a month, so it'll be like 2 checks and then skip a week and then 2 checks and that sort of thing. And where I'm 67 and 68 in August, I'm fully retired. I can make up to $50,000 a year. So that, if this job is going to work out well for me, because I can go in at 9 and I can still do morning videos, and give me time if I want to do some videos for my channel to help you guys out. So this coming week there, I told my wife, he says, we only got a couple pieces of meat left in our big freezer there. I'm getting ready to put all that into my other freezer. I'm going to unplug it. I want to thaw it, defrost my freezer, clean it all up. And then when I get my check this Friday, I'm going to go to the Central Meat Place, and I'm going to get 2 packages of meat for a couple hundred, and that'll get me through by probably about a month. And then as I go along doing grocery shopping, as I get paychecks from this place, I could just whatever meat's on sale, or so for instance, we like the frozen burger patties now. They're 100% all beef patties, and they're really really good in the air fryer. And they're on sale this time of year. You get 12 in a box for $11. So I'm going to pick up a half a dozen boxes and put those in, and I'll get like about half a dozen pounds of, say, bacon and that sort of thing, and just keep adding and adding and adding till it's fully stocked, and then I'll be all set there for a couple, 2 or 3 months there, because we're expecting things to be happening pretty soon with the country, and you got to make sure you get enough food supply put away for a while. So yeah, and that was really good, and I was really happy about that, and the hours, and everything's just kind of like lining up for me, and I feel so blessed, and I feel so unbelievable thankful, and I get up every day, and I go like this, like when a player hits a home run, and you see Big Papi look up in the sky. Well, basically that's what it means. Thank you. I spend an hour and a half in the morning in prayer. I've been up since 2:30. I'm not tired. I went walking every day this month there. I did, so far I got 10.5 miles of walking, and I did about 2 miles every day. and I feel really fantastic this morning. I put on the shirt. The shirt's fitting me real loose, and it's starting, my weight's starting to come off again, 1 or 2 pounds a week, which is basically what I was averaging at the beginning of my weight loss. And what'll be nice about this job is, besides getting the option, I can work every other Monday if I want, or I could just take 3 days off a week. And oh yeah, and I will get paid for the holidays, and eventually I accumulate sick days and vacation time, and yeah, I get. They want me to get 2 pairs of black pants. That they're going to pay me for the pants, and they're going to supply me with 5 shirts 5 shirts a year, and and that's really nice of them, right? And I made a strong connection with them, and I already know one person there that I've known for quite a while now, and I think it's going to work out good, and I don't have any apprehension now about the job and everything. Oh, and then I want to give you an update on FEMA, but before we do that, we're going to have a favorite cup of coffee. Nothing like a coffee in the morning, breakfast, and friends make the best of a blend, I guess. Okay, so I got a call. Yesterday was Wednesday. I got a call Tuesday night from FEMA, and the representative said, Ron, the reason why we denied you is because you didn't have enough of paperwork put in, because I needed to get some paperwork. So she explained to me over the phone what I needed. So the very next day, which was yesterday, I called up the insurance company and I got the paperwork that I needed, and stating that we were denied flood insurance because we didn't have it, and we didn't get any money for the flood except for the car, and so I needed to get that as well. So that was 2 paperwork I needed to get from the insurance company for that. And then when I told her I was going to school at the time, I had to go to school, and I had to get a paperwork why I stopped going to school because I didn't have transportation. So I got that, and when I was talking to them at the school, possibility about me going back to school late in the fall. I don't have to take full classes. I can just take one class at a time, and even if it took me 3 or 4 years, it wouldn't be so much pressure on me going to school every day. So I'm thinking about that might be a possibility. So then I called up the computer place where I bought the computer from, one of them that was destroyed in the cellar, and all that FEMA was asking me for was receipts, which I didn't have at the time. And I said, wait a minute, I spent $2,000 on a computer. I wonder if they have the original receipt. So I went down, and sure enough, they had it on file, the invoice. So I got that, and then went to the city hall yesterday, and they're very nice to me. And I told her that I was using a computer. It was an older one. It was, backslash in the basement, and it got wiped out, and I bought another one that I was using it because I do computer work almost every day now, right? And actually every day. And I spend the majority of my time in the back room when I'm not doing other things and doing on computer. And I don't watch the fake news anymore until that gets settled in. You don't know what I'm talking about when everything happens. And so I was okay. So I submitted all the paperwork, and now I get the proof of the computer that I purchased the computer. And she said you should get something. So she said it'll typically take about 90 days. But she said, you'll get something before then, so just don't expect it to get it right away if you do get anything. So at this point, if we don't get anything at all, I'm just going to leave it. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get something, and something is better than nothing, right? So, and this morning I went on a website called BP Photography, or BP Photo rather, and they sell camera equipment I bought from them before. They're a very reliable company. I did turn in the video file from the bell ringers on Sunday. I didn't like how the concert video came out because my camera's an old camera, and the settings were wacky or something like that because the video quality really was poor. But I gave it to Sterling anyways. I said, if you want to use it, fine. If you don't want to use it, that's fine too. And so in my shopping cart in that particular website, I have like $2,300 already put away in the carriage thing over there, and I could get the credit for it. They got that online credit card through like Best Buys. They all have those, right? And all I got to do is just click on the information, and boom, I can have it delivered to my house. But I get a monthly payment, which I can't afford right now. So if I get that money from FEMA, I'll be all set. And once that job starts, then I'll be able to pay for it out of that. But I can't afford to just make a bill because I want something. And so, and what's nice about that camera, It's a professional studio style camera. I'm familiar with it because I used it before all the time at the studio when I was at the studio. And when I went to the studio, the director says, "I thought you didn't want to film anymore." I said, "I really don't, but here's what the issue is. I don't want to have to go down to the studio every let's say Friday, go pick up his camera or two cameras or whatever, and then have to lug it all back on that Monday, and then go back and get the same thing for the following week throughout the summer. It's just too much work. And half the time, you guys give me stuff, I don't get what I want, or you forget to put stuff in the bag that I needed, and yeah, so a little sorry about that. There's a truck outside here. What's going on is we have rubbish pickup on Thursday morning, so. Yeah, and plus I've been having problems. I don't know if you guys and gals got the same thing I have. I got allergies, and yesterday was really, really bad, and my eyes were all like puffy and watery yesterday, and I had nothing but headaches yesterday because of the pollen, and for this time of year, and so you know, if the colonial band I like doing theirs. We got a girl covering it this year, but if I want to still film it, and I don't even know if I'm going to be. I might be too tired to film it, because I hadn't worked that many hours in a long time. So when I was, and here was the other thing about when I was working at Hannaford's was, I mean, it was an okay job, but my feet got all torn up to heck when I was walking up and down the floor constantly because of the floor. And then I wasn't messing up or anything like that, but I had to leave because I had bad feet, and my hip blew out on me at the time, and they didn't bother rehiring me. But it wasn't so much even if I would have got rehired back. The problem is they only, um, one week you'd work 10 hours, one week you'd work 20 hours, one week you work 5 hours, one week you work 4 hours, and then you'd back to rotating the same type of deal. So you never knew one week to the next what you would be making because you consider part-time, and that's what part-time is. You fill in the hours that they can't get anybody to fill in those hours. And that was the frustrating part. And so I ended up doing like 6 weeks for them, and I ended up leaving. And then the other one, I was there about 4 months, and the Sentinel and Enterprise called me up, which is a local newspaper, for become a cub reporter, and I liked that one, but they let everybody go because they couldn't afford to pay anybody because of the budget. They wanted budget restraints, so they had to leave. Oh, they're down to one reporter now, but she covers the whole area of the city. So I'm pretty sure this job is going to work out. I'm going to give it my best, and I'm going to continue filming for you guys. Now we got 956 videos. We're all pretty close to 1,000 videos, and recipes I got chapel recipes going all the way up to the end of June. I'm already starting to work on July. I already got like 8 videos posted for July, and then of course I'm going to have to make some chapel recipes for July. Now I'm sending out for 2 chapel books on Amazon. That's nothing but chapel recipes, and we're going to recreate every one of those recipes. So that'll be probably like about 200 different recipes I'll be able to put up. And once I start working, I won't be so bored if I want something that I know I'm not supposed to have. And then I can eat the proper foods because before I used to like doing keto, and when I was consistently on keto and I was getting the keto foods and making the different type of meals with the vegetables and all that, I was really successful in my weight loss journey, and so I want to go back to type of doing some of that. And when I get the meat supply, if I don't want to do keto, they go carnivore. It's just basically all meat based diet. It's really the proper human diet we all should be eating, but a lot of people like their vegetables and fruits like I do. And I'm not really a big fan of vegetables all the time, but I like them once in a while. And fruits, I like it throughout the summer where I'll have like a watermelon. Watermelon's good on keto. Pineapple. I love pineapple, but pineapple, if you're doing strict keto, pineapple's got sugar in it. It's not a good choice. And same way with oranges and bananas. And I like those on occasion, but it all depends. And if I had a good week, and I don't eat them all the time, but when I do eat them, I have my moments, like everybody else does. But I'm going along really good. Tonight, like I said, we had 2 concerts scheduled out for tonight. Both of them are going to get canceled. So my sister wanted to come down from the Boston area and watch concerts tonight with us, but no, she said I'll push it off to next month. And the big one is called the Neuronic Gumbo. They're an outstanding band group. They play a lot of 70s and 80s music and a few 60s. And they got about a 15-piece band orchestra, and they lead guitarist, Dropkick Murphy. I don't know if you're familiar with him. There, that particular band group there, but they play also in the with the Neurotic Gumbo, and that group is worldwide. So it's quite a thing there. When they do the Thursday night concerts at Brooks Pond, where we were going to go, thinking about moving to, they free food during concerts. They do free alcohol if you drink. You can go there up there as many times as you want, get stuff. They give ice cream out towards the middle part of the concert, free soda, free water, everything. Hey, good morning, the chef. How you doing this morning? So I'm just getting ready to head out. I want to be doing. I was going to go live at 8 o'clock. But I had a problem with my plug that broke off the computer. I got to get a new plug, and I'm really everything's starting to line up for Donna and I. I feel really good about it. I'm going to be starting a new job next week on Tuesday at Wednesday from 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. They pay me $16 an hour, and I'll get paid every other week, which will be, it's almost $2,000 a month at more. I get added to our pocket every month, and then that'll give us enough to get over the hump that we really need right now. And if I don't like it, I can always quit, right? But that company is very, very fair with me. Nobody's ever stepped up and said, Ron, if you want to come here, well, you can come here. We're going to give you the hours you want. It'll be full time, almost up to full time morning shift, and I really enjoy that. And so when the company told me that, I says I knew this was for me. And again, the only apprehension that I had was just going into Worcester, which is a bigger city, and it's about 30 miles away from our city. They're going to let me. They say you won't have to worry about that. And then she said, well, what about your cash out deposits that you do during the daytime from the night before? Well, John usually does that, but every now and then I might have you do that, or yeah, it goes, that's fine, whatever you want me to do. It's just mix and matching paints and getting paint supplies ready, load them up in the van, and go drop them off. And that's typically what I'll be doing, and learning the system in the back room. I know how to do graphics and web designs. She might have me do some graphics for them and stuff like that. Flyers. I was going to show you the flyer I got in the back room, but I know how to do all that stuff. And it just that's what I went to school for initially. And then I switched off to video. I wanted to get a degree for videography and film production, which I really don't need it, because I'm never going to really. I don't know if I'll be using it for anything rather than what I'm doing for the YouTube channel. But speaking of which, there we have. 1,659 subscribers this morning, and I picked up like about 10 new people last night. So if you're new, welcome, and thank you for coming along. Every day at noontime, I put a Chapo's recipe, a different one. Some have voice, and some have just music. And Chapo's are great for low carb weight loss, and I really love making those, and I'm going to continue making those. I'm going to try to continue keeping them up at noontime. Eventually, what I want to do is I got everything in Word doc, and I'm going to start. I'm going to get ready to put it all into a book there. I'm going to have my own book. And if you heard that horn there, that's the 8 o'clock whistle. It goes on every day at 8:03. And so I just can't thank everybody enough. You guys have been so great to me and helping me out with the watch hours. Yesterday, I went over to Showman Farms, which is an apple orchard in our area. It's one of my favorite places to go hiking. They have two different reservoirs. They have the Fallbrook Reservoir, and they have what's called the Haynes Reservoir. Well, I went over to the Fallbrook Reservoir because the last time I went over to the other one, I went through a lot of pickies, those the bushes that got those thorns sticking out. They're not rose bushes, but I don't know what they are. But I got eaten up alive with them all over my legs and stuff like that, because it was all muddy going down to the path area. I know it wasn't probably muddy yesterday, but because now. So, and then I was like pouring sweat because it was like at 85. It was muggy out yesterday, and I got back and I went to Market Basket and I picked up some drinks that I wanted to pick up yesterday for the refresh my body. And then the day before, I went over to Lancaster. It's a drumlin, and it's a reservation, and it had to do with the Mary Rowlandson time frame on the glacier, down the glacier. And so I walked all the way on the perimeter doing for about an hour, and they had the camera rolling the whole time. So that was really good. And then did some street walking, and then Barrett Park. I went over there one day. I already got that video posted up on the channel. And then I'm going to continue doing these. Oh yeah, Sunday we have the Firemen's Memorial Parade. I got to get a hold of the city hall because I need to get the Wi-Fi password. Because when you now downtown, that's supposed to be all free to the public as far as the Wi-Fi goes. So, but I don't know what's going on with my phone. I can't seem to get it on the orientation for the horizontal thing. It gives me a thing, but it says horizontal or vertical. I go to click on the vertical, that's fine, but then I go click on horizontal, it won't let me click on it. So I got to, maybe it's something screwy in my phone. I don't know. I want to get another phone because when I go back to work, I'm gonna probably give this one to my wife and let her use it. I'll probably go back to an Apple phone there, one of those iPhones, and because the quality is probably about the same. But I take a lot of photography with my phone and stuff like that, and video, and I enjoy it. And the problem is with the Apple phone, they got it's a tighter security system there, and it was giving me all kinds of fits there. I got an Apple iPad that I use on occasion, so when I'm doing live video cooking, I look at the chat type and all that stuff there. So, yeah, so we got a lot going on this week. We got that going on. We got rain possibly every other day, but spotty showers. But the common area, I saw them finishing up the front area with bricks, and yesterday when I drove by twice, and they had the mart bus area where the people wait for their bus. They had the bench installed already, and I think the only thing they had left to do now was just power wash the monuments, and they'll probably do that either today or tomorrow. I would probably think maybe tomorrow, where it's going to be raining out anyway. So they're already kind of getting a power wash from the rain today. But yeah, and then the grass over there needs to get cut now, the new layer of grass, and then it's pretty much in. And then they're going to give that back over to the city. And oh yeah, so on the 15th we have the summer stroll. So I'll take some video of that for you guys. And they have a lot of vendors that set up all over the place, and they got a lot of activity. And then they got the Acadian Festival, and then we have the Italian Festival. And then Sunday we have the Firemen's Memorial that they do. It's an open house to the family and friends of the fire department. And what they do is they go into the local church, and then they do prayer, and then they congregate in front of the firehouse, and then they march this way around the corner and up to the memorial area. They say prayer, and then they read off the names, and then they have, and it's a parade. So I'll film that, and because I didn't do that last year because I just didn't feel like it, and that's what I'm going to do this coming Sunday, and of course I'm going to continue going walking. We got the bingo Friday night, and they told Betty Ann about the job possibility about me not being able to come in early to do the charity setup, so somebody have to take over that. But I'm still gonna, she's still gonna give me 1 or 2 nights off a month now because I did ask for that. And yeah, and Friday night too, we got the state inspector coming in doing. They do an audit of the bingo hall there, and then she's usually there about 3 or 4 hours before she leaves. And yeah, so everybody has to be on their toes for Friday night, so to speak. So, but hopefully everything will come out all right with the charity. But they got a couple of games now that are getting high up there again, 3,000 and 2,000. I'd like to see my wife bang out one of those. We both won those things numerous times. You just gotta get in and get it. It's that pretty much that simple. But I guess I rattled off enough there. I'm gonna get going, and I'm glad you guys or gals were able to come in this morning on a notice. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live this morning or not, and it was giving me all kinds of fits there to get going on it with this computer and the other computer. And I realized the reason why I couldn't get on with the other computer was because that wire broke off on the computer, and I have to get a replacement wire. And it was only about $5 or $10. But my money was running really close to that at the end of the month, and I didn't even really had that. So yeah, that was another reason why I wanted to go back to work, is just to offset some of the money that we're spending with the new car payment and everything. And yeah, they were really good about it too. We got a new car payment now, but we got a lower car payment, even though it's longer term on the loan. But at the end, we're going to own the car, and that was a good thing, because when that other thing kicks in, all that debt's going to get forgiven. So if you don't know what that is, I suggest just do your homework. But I don't want to make a political channel. But things are going to happen pretty quick. You got that good feeling, and with the job and fine, and everything is good to go. So I'm like, and that's what I guess my cue to get out of here because I'm going to go down to the local office this morning and shoot the breeze with them for a little while and come home and do some shackle recipes for you guys later today. And today we're making a nice corned beef dinner. Not well, I'm just corned beef. I'm doing that in the Instant Pot today because I had a leftover corned beef from St. Patrick's Day, and it's still in the package. But I wanted to, get rid of it, and it's a perfect opportunity for us because it'll be a crappy day outside. And I love corned beef, and they make great sandwiches and that. But yeah, so you guys have an amazing day, and I'll be watching for a video I got coming up at noontime, another shackle recipe. And have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for coming in. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy your day.